Hey guys, welcome back to some more Link's Awakening, the conclusion of Jamie Plays Link's Awakening. In the last episode, you beat Turtle Rock, you got all instruments. Did you go straight to the egg?
I did.
Okay, you didn't go wandering for more seashells?
No. I mean, at some point, I have like 17 or 18. I know now that I need 20. I only know of one, I assume.
Okay, but you feel you don't need that
I don't know where else to go. So I would still be, even if I have 18, not 17, I would get to 19. I'd still be one short, and I have no idea where another one is. So I would be wandering potentially forever.
But other than that, is every dot on the map explored?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you knew to go.
Not all dungeons, but I think there's still a couple squares in the dungeons. But I'm gonna forget that happened.
Okay. Did you know you had to go to the egg?
Yeah.
Because
no, I've been to the egg several times.
Okay.
Especially when I was going to whatever dungeon was up next to it to the right. I would occasionally just be half asleep or watching TV, and I would go up the wrong ladder. That's the egg. You got to call them.
Okay.
I know exactly where the egg is, but at this point, I've gone up, and I remember. I think last episode I went up and played the 7 instruments for it, and I'm like, ugh.
Okay. How did the 8 instruments sound?
Sounded a little better. However,
still
not good.
Yeah. We're working within the capabilities here.
No. Like, I've heard Game Boy music that's good.
Okay.
This was just, and like, it's got one of those things where everybody's on beat, but it's like one of the instruments is like off a quarter beat, and it hurt my brain.
It's a pretty iconic song. People think back about Link's Awakening's music, and they're like, oh, it's got the symphony, it's got the Ballad of the Windfish, and then they're like, oh, that's actually not that good.
Yeah, no.
Because they remember the symphony version, which is phenomenal.
Okay. So do I have to go see it in person, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you remember what to do in this egg?
Not right away.
Okay.
Well, because you go in, and I'm like, I know I have that in my notes from the Dark Secrets book or whatever. So I go in, and you're immediately like, you walk up to a cliff, and you're like, and then you walk back out, and you walk back in, and I'm like, nope, got it, boo, and I'm like, I jump over, you go down, and I'm like, oh, I'm back at the beginning. I'm gonna go back, and I go back, and boo, and then I go down. You can just keep going back to the beginning.
Yes.
So I did that twice, because I kept going off different things, because there's always like the Zelda with the hidden paths. I'm like, all right, maybe there's a hidden path. No. I realize this is just fall down, and then I'm like, the path.
Yeah.
So I consulted my Dark Secrets notes.
Okay.
So yeah, I did that, and then you get to a little thing, and you jump down the hole or whatever.
First thing he says is like, we are born of nightmares.
Ooh, I do remember that. Yeah, it was a little heavy for a Zelda game. Are they technically born of nightmares? I mean, we're in the dream of the Windfish, right? We're not in a nightmare. It's not a hellscape.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, everything is
a nice place except for the swamp. I wouldn't want to live there, but everything else is all right. I now know how to ride the raft, so I can get around.
Okay, so final boss time.
Final boss time.
What are your thoughts on this guy?
It's good. The first phase, I was stumped. You hit it, and it goes pew, and it like explodes into 8 other little balls, and then it pops up again. I'm like, kept doing it over and over. I'm like, different weapons. The only thing that works is sword, and then he explodes. I'm like, all right, how many times I gotta do this? Like, it's not making the grrr noise. I'm like, so I'm missing something. So I left.
How'd you leave? You like save and quit or something?
I may have even just turned it off. Like, I went back to the library, like, did I miss a dark secret?
Is there another book?
Right. So I went back to the library, read the Dark Secrets book. I'm like, nope. I am in possession of all dark secrets. So I went back and then you started hacking him again and go, I'm clearly missing something. So I'm like, all right. Every time he lands on, there's an imprint of a windfish in the middle of the room. Every time he jumps on it, he disappears. I'm like, ooh, it's a magic emblem, floor emblem.
Oh my goodness.
So I purposely was like, baiting him into jumping on that, going, all right, maybe if he jumps in this a few times, he gets angry. Yeah. So finally, and again, this has happened before in the game where I've tried a weapon.
Oh no.
And it didn't work, so I just put it to the, I whip out the magic powder, and it worked. I'm like, I had already tried that. I must have just like missed them. Second stage, I mean, there's like 14 stages. I don't remember them all. This is a crazy long boss, but.
Is the second one where the guy, he throws the orbs at you?
Yes.
Okay, did you recognize him?
Not right away. But after like 30 seconds of dodging, trying all the different weapons, I'm like, baseball. I think luckily I've played previous Zelda games at this point, so I know at some point there's probably going to be baseball during the final boss battle.
I think you fight Moldorm again, the little snake guy.
Snake guy, you got to hit his tail a bunch of times. That's easy.
Then you see Ganon.
There's bats, and then he throws his like trident boomerang, like sickle boomerang. I don't know what the heck that is and why it flies like a boomerang, but
it's the same thing from A Link to the Past.
Really?
It's a repeat of the battle.
He had a boomerang?
A trident, yes.
Really?
And he threw it, and then he would disappear and appear and catch it.
Okay.
And he would summon the bats and send them at you.
If it's not clear yet, I have no long-term memory.
This is
so.
embarrassing.
I mean, I might recognize if I saw it, but
oh man, was your health draining? Did you have some crazy Tracy juice?
Oh, I made sure I was juiced up. Yeah.
Okay.
Got lubed up.
Oh boy.
There's got to be at least 2 other phases, right?
There's the little snake guy who just moves around, and you gotta. I think you run the Pegasus boots into him, or you can do a charge attack. I think you can do a spin attack.
There's another snake.
It's like a series of little balls.
Really?
It's kind of a lame guy, I think. I don't know. No. But then you get to the main event.
Yes.
You know what you'll never guess his name.
Octo Eye.
Death Eye.
Death Eye. It's by far the hardest phase because his arms are huge and they are out of control.
He looks intimidating, I think, right?
He's massive. And even if you time your jump, his arms can go just right back and swat you.
At first they're in unison, and then as he takes damage,
he goes out of control.
Yeah. Okay, so it give you any trouble?
No, but I mean, I had enough crazy Tracy juice to last, but I had to take some juice, for sure.
Okay, did you know what to do right away with this?
Yeah, it's a giant eye. Come on.
So what'd you do?
Arrow.
Okay.
Was there something? Could you do something else?
Yes.
No. Hook shot?
No.
Boomerang?
Yes.
Oh, no. I could have done so much sooner than
it absolutely
destroys him up.
It's 2 hits, he's dead.
Oh, my God.
It's like a broken.
That's wrong. That's wrong. No. I knew that. And I decided to do it old school.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Arrows to the eye, always.
Overall, did you enjoy this boss battle?
I did, because I beat him before I ran out of arrows. So that was it, and then the windfish is awakened, and
yes. So the windfish is it's like a giant.
It's a giant whale with colorful skin. Does he have wings? He's got wings, right? He's got a flap.
Little tiny wings.
Yeah, little tiny. Yeah, he's
a flying whale.
He's got to get around in the sky. He's cool. I like him.
All right, and then the ending happens.
So your ship explodes. You hit your head. You somehow dream a big whale flying fish's dream.
Mm-hmm. And
then you're sitting there. Oh no, aren't you on like a log or something, like floating in the ocean? And then you see him flying in the sky, and he's like, bye bye. And he disappears or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it? I mean, the ending is pretty simplistic. There's not as much going on compared.
No, I like. I am the windfish. He's cool looking.
He's like making those noises.
Yeah, he's a whale in the sky.
Okay.
It's cool.
So you did it.
I did it.
This is Zelda game number 4 completed for you.
It is.
Yeah, Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time.
Oh, total. I thought you meant in the series, in this thing.
This is our third. Yeah, our third.
Correct.
So, overall, thoughts on Link's Awakening as a whole?
I was very impressed for a Game Boy game.
Okay.
I think it was above and beyond what I thought a Game Boy game could do.
What experiences had you had with Game Boy games up until this point?
Tetris.
Is that the extent
of no, I had one of the Final Fantasy adventures, like when the Game Boy first came out. When I got my Game Boy for Christmas, I think it was the first Christmas, and I got Final Fantasy Adventure, whatever those were. There were several of them in a row.
Okay. All right.
And it was above. I hadn't really done any RPGs at that point. Well, maybe I had.
Okay.
But I didn't play very much of it because I just it was above me.
Okay. But so this game, compared to any experiences you've had, just seemed a lot bigger, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, like the original Game Boy, I had never played a color game up until this point, so that was also impressive.
Okay. All right. So do you think it stands... How does it hold up in comparison to A Link to the Past?
I think it's just a mini version of it.
Okay. Did you feel like it was like a diminished version of it?
Well, it is. I mean, but you expect that going in. You don't expect it to be as big as Link to the Past. It was good. Thumbs up.
Do you how does it compare with A Link to the Past? Which one did you have a better experience?
I've liked all 4 Zelda games I've played so far. So.
Well, no,
I can't rank them.
You got to rank them.
I don't.
This is the definitive rankings of Jamie's Zelda.
I don't think so. The first one will always be number 1. Let's put it that way.
Okay, I think there's some nostalgia blinders on that one though.
Well, absolutely. You can't. There's a large gap between one and the rest.
Fair enough. Okay.
But I liked Ocarina. I liked it more than I thought I would.
Okay.
Because I played the 3DS version.
Okay.
Or the DS, 3DS. Anyway.
Yeah.
If I had played it on N64, maybe not, but probably.
Probably if you played it at the time, you would have appreciated it. If you played it now on the N64, it hasn't aged.
I thought when I started playing that now, I was going to be like...
Oh, no, that holds up, the 3DS version.
And it held up quite well. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the music a lot, too, in that. The music in the other two... The music in this, obviously, is the worst of the bunch, because it's...
Yeah. Did any of the music stand out to you at all?
Just the
overworld theme?
The remixes of the themes I already knew.
Okay.
I don't think any of the new music, like, I listen to video game music while I'm working, and I'll listen to, sometimes I'll listen to mixes of just random games, and when an Ocarina song comes up, I'm like, ooh.
Okay.
Like, I know when I'm in Kakariko Village, I know when I'm listening, at the menus, I know all that.
Okay.
So there's like 4 or 5 songs in Ocarina that are burned into my brain now.
Okay.
I think if I went and listened to random Zelda music now and songs from this game came up, wouldn't even faze me.
Do you have, like, you were stuck in Eagle's Tower for approximately 17 hours. Do you remember any of that? Okay.
I don't think I do.
Yeah, it's kind of...
I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe it's deep in my subconscious, but I don't remember.
I feel that if you heard it, you might start getting nightmares, like, at this point.
PTSD? No, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe it's all repressed. I don't know.
Some of the later dungeon themes are good, but they're so, like, background that you don't really even...
Yeah, there's not much to it. It's Game Boy music, but still, I mean, I've had some Game Boy tracks that slam,
Yeah, there's some eeriness to some of the music, I think, in the later dungeons. My opinion,
They're dungeons. They should be eerie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you said you liked Ocarina more than you expected. Would you say the same thing about this one, then?
Yeah.
Or did this hit your
expectation? I knew I would like Link to the Past, but I think the problem we discussed was it had been built up so much that I was hoping that I wouldn't be let down because it had been so hyped. But I wasn't. I don't know how I would rank these 3.
Okay.
I honestly don't. I like them all.
They're all even.
I would play them
perfectly
even. I would play them all again.
Okay, so none of them...
I like the Siskel and Ebert thing. It's just, they don't have to rank anything. They just go pow, 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 pow.
Just one thumb or 2 thumbs?
They're all thumbs up.
2.5 thumbs? Do they have half thumbs?
You don't have just 1 thumb.
Were you more frustrated with this game than any of the other ones? I feel you got stuck more in this one. In the later portion.
I think maybe it seems that way because we just did these episodes, but I'll bet I was pretty stuck in Link to the Past.
Okay.
If we went back and I revisited the episodes, I'd be like, oh yeah, I was stuck in that dungeon for 4 hours too.
I feel you were stuck more often in A Link to the Past and Ocarina, because I remember Ocarina you have to crawl.
Just bigger games.
You have to crawl into the the Gossip Stone a few times.
Oh, that's right. I remember the Sheikah Stone. Oh man, I wanted Sheikah Stone. So that's the other thing.
Oh no.
When I left the dungeon to go back to the library, I called up Elvira. I'm like, Elvira, what you got for me, baby? She's like, go collect some seashells. I'm like, well, that doesn't help.
That's after you had beaten the last, because there's nothing left.
There's nothing left. She's like, yeah,
I think
collect some seashells. Elvira is a he?
It's a husband and wife.
Yeah.
The grandma's the one who sweeping with the broom who you did in the trading sequence.
Okay.
And then
there's a person in the bottom left that's like, oh, Elvira doesn't like to see you. Call on the phone.
Yeah, it's like Grandpa Elvira. Yeah.
Really? By the way, what was the seashell thing? I assume it was level 2 sword.
Yes, correct. And it has the sword beam attack.
It's probably got the shooting.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as I started paying attention to before I got the boomerang, there's like a missing square. And then you look at your sword, it's got L1. I'm like, okay, there's clearly an L2. Waiting.
So is this the first time you didn't get an item? I think.
Probably.
I think you completed your inventory and all the other.
I think I did in Link to the Past.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So overall,
now I'm upset.
Would you ever want to go through this game and 100% it?
No.
Okay. Would you ever want to do that for any of the Zelda games? No, that's
I'm not 100%er. Okay. I'm an 80%er.
Yeah.
If that's not clear.
Is there any Zelda game in particular that you like? I remember you said you had heard a lot about A Link to the Past. You had heard of Ocarina a little bit, but are there any other Zelda games that you're eyeing as like?
I don't think so. I think the only thing is I have unfinished business with Zelda 2.
Oh.
I never beat it.
Okay.
That I remember.
Well, you've beaten Zelda, like if you were putting them in numerical order, you've beaten 1, 3, 4, and 5 now. So I don't know. Maybe we'll play Zelda 2.
Okay.
We'll see. Did you guys want to see Jamie play Zelda 2?
No one ever says Zelda 2 when everybody's talking about it's always Majora's Mask, maybe some Wind Waker.
Majora's Mask?
Never has anyone, I don't think, said Zelda 2.
Well, Majora's Mask is number 6. It's the 6th game in the series.
Yeah,
so
I mean, when we finish Ocarina, everyone's like, Majora's Mask is next, right?
Now I think having played Ocarina, A Link to the Past, and Link's Awakening, you've pretty much opened yourself up to playing almost every game in the franchise.
Okay.
I think, at least.
How many Wii ones where you have to use the Wiimote?
1.
Oh, so that's it?
Yeah.
Oh,
or 1.5 in a way. Twilight Princess has options, but
okay.
But
whatever.
You're not interested in that.
I don't know. Hey, I'm an open book.
You know,
put it in front of me, I will play it.
I personally would like to see Jamie play Phantom Hourglass.
Phantom Hourglass.
That's a DS game.
I like DS games.
It's a stylus game.
Okay.
You play exclusively with a stylus.
I'm a DS fan.
You know, I want to put it out to you guys. Maybe some out of the box thinking of what you want to see Jamie play. Yeah, knowing
Zelda 2 is pretty out of the box because no one has talked about it.
Yeah, well, maybe
no one gives it any love. That's why.
It's a great game. I like it.
I remember liking it growing up. Now it's people don't like it. I don't know.
All right, well that's gonna do it for season 3.
Season 3.
So check back sometime in the future for some more Jamie Plays Zelda.
S'mores.
Thanks, guys. Hey, guys. Welcome back to Some More.
Oh, come on. S'more. Ruined it right off the bat.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh. What? Google's talking to you.
Google. Shut up. Shut up, Google.